Okay, so here we go. I'm starting off with a quote in the inside cover, and it's dreams aren't easy to describe because there's a whole lot that happens, like a journey with all these different pieces. And that's from a text message from Cliff Flood. And then next, a poem about dreams, and like the messages in dreams, and how I'm careless, like I drop them like breadcrumbs and I forget them. The next is one of my, oh crap, I'll put that back together. The next page is of one of my best writings, very good, and these are all dreams, but there's this theme that came seamlessly. I had to rearrange pages. I want to get that paper clip. I can't have that paper clip. Okay. The theme came together so well. Like, there's the theme that's relevant right now: skin issue, self, dreams, finding myself, letting go, pieces, parts, puzzle. All of it is there throughout it, and there are some bits of hope and some definitely creative, because my dreams are very creative in these. Anyway, next, empty, abandoned. This will be the next page, and quest dream, and then the next page will be ship of dreams, one of my most awesome dreams ever. About, and it calls it's pretty neat, because it calls into some ethical questions about, let's say you had a magic ship, the world was going down or under attack, and you could save people, animals, everybody. All you had to do was think of them, and they could be on that ship and rescued, and the ship could ever expand and change, and you could always, they could have their whatever they wanted, their rooms. And I think here's what I said at the end. I mean, sure, we could have innumerable people and animals on board, because the ship could expand with just a thought in my mind to accommodate everyone. But as I sat there, I thought, what about the people no one thinks about? I didn't quite like the unnatural selection of it. See, that's another theme in this. Connected to the skin, connected to my, connected to the end of relationships, connected to making your way through life, is what's left behind, who's lost. That's a reoccurring thing. I mean, there's another dream where there was a choice and the loss of people, but then family members are mentioning it too, and Beverly, neither day you're in here, because that was one of my most impressive dreams, and it'll tie into the photograph at the end. And then of course there's the most recent writing, which was the dream I had about the old man who had a bookstore. And then the next page is, this was another dream, but some of them were text messages I sent to myself, to my journal, and that's the balloons one. And then, yeah, Dear Matthew Good. I'm going to send him a copy of this, not by mail, just by email. Obviously, I don't have a snail mail address. And if he decides to read it, that'd be kind of cool, because it's going to be out there. It's a harmless dream. It's not like some sex dream. It's just about him being a teacher in my class, a history teacher, and I was having anxiety, which I do have in real life. This deals with my real life. This 16-page, just 16 pages covers so many years of my life and the main issues, the themes. But anyway, so this was May 2007, and one of the things at the end of it was to wonder at all the people that dream about you, perhaps on the same nights. I wonder how close any of us can get to picking up on anything that is real. Likely nothing, no more so than we can while awake. And Yeah, I'm pretty deep. You should, you know what? Sure, you could go through my journal and find these bits, but I really hope that if you're interested in this, a piece of me, that something I finally completed, that you'll request it, and I'll probably just ask for postage costs, or you know, whatever, you know, or send me your zine and I'll send you mine, or whatever, or send me a piece of art, or like cheap little piece of postcard thing, you know. I don't know. I'd love to send it out. I hope. I don't know how many copies. Like I said, it depends on how much it's going to cost, and I have no money, but somehow this has got to work, because I finally completed something. It must mean something. Anyway, next page, when you turn the page, will be Forget You Knew Anything. And the thing about this, the connection for Matthew Good fans will be, like, relationship-wise, you know, he's now a bachelor, for anyone. I'm not gonna like be like, go get him, girls, but you know, the end of a relationship is difficult for anyone, and I'm in a new relationship now, but it's still, you know, the past is past, but many of us can relate to going through this sort of thing. And Forget You Knew Anything is also an inside thing. It just connected with this, but it was also on its own. I quoted my poem. Don't show me frogs and snakes and listen for my scream. If I'm afraid at all, it's only in my dreams. I've got a magic charm that I keep up my sleeve. I can walk the ocean floor and never have to breathe. From the poem, Life Doesn't Frighten Me. And then what I'm writing about was a really freaking cool dream. This is back in August 2006, and it was a dream where my ex appears. He's got a new girlfriend. No, I don't want him back in the dream. I want to warn the new girlfriend, like, watch out, this guy is sorta, you know, it wasn't all my fault kind of thing, and there's some things you need to know because he's not going to tell you, because he didn't tell me. And so, but then it turned into, as I say here, he didn't much like the new girlfriend knowing anything, really. Blah, blah, blah. So after that, the ex and I turned into Transformer-like robots and proceeded to do the Matrix scene where Neo and Trinity shoot up the place, only we were doing that to one another. Chunks of wall, roofs falling in, chases through hallways, ripping up the neighborhood, violence, violence, violence. I was worried about the girl. I'm going to share more of this because I really want you to be interested in this. Buy it, ask for it, snail mail me. Near the conclusion of the dream, there was this scene where I'm an old man sitting out front of the building where the robotic war game happened, and I said to one of the mental hospital van drivers, that's not a subtle subconscious message, his name is Mike, I said to him, I'm waiting here for the girl, I've got to tell her, I've got to stop him. Only to be told by the van driver that it had already happened, that this was many years later. My lucid mind, just before waking, told me that I had developed amnesia right after the Transformer Matrix battle as a result of injury. Sad, really. I can't remember if I was sad at the end of the dream because a man had no memory of it, or if it was due to my uncertainty about whether or not my attempt to intervene had changed anything. I read some of that wrong. I wrote it better here. And then I have a poem right before waking. You know, and there's this line, and I remember this woman in this dream saying to me, she said into my camera, I had a camera in my dream, this is different, this is another dream. She said, I'm going to just let one thing die at a time. And the last one is back to that.